Hello dear crypto investors, this is Matt the Crypto Miner. Today we're going to answer a question that comes up quite regularly, and you probably ask this question yourself if you started cryptocurrencies or if you want to start cryptocurrencies. And this question is very simple, is what is a crypto wallet? So instead of just answering this question like that, I actually gathered a list of 15 questions that you often ask yourself about this type of thing. What is crypto wallet? So there are plenty of questions around that, and I'm going to answer them one by one instead of just answering globally like that. It's going to be very specific to what you ask really yourself. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I invite you to subscribe now. Click on the bell to receive the next videos before everyone and get all the notifications. So let's start with the first question. First question, what is a crypto wallet? Well, that's very basic. And what's the point to get one? So said simply, a wallet is where you are going to store your cryptocurrencies. So it's like a bank account, you know, your bank account, you need one if you want to store money on it. It sounds quite obvious, but it's like also your wallet, a regular wallet. If you want to have money, you need to store your money in such a wallet. So a cryptocurrency wallet, it's like a regular wallet or a regular bank account. That's the place where you are going to store your cryptocurrencies. It's that simple. So let's go to the next question. Do I need one? Well, that's a bit the answer that we had in the previous question. If you want to receive some cryptocurrencies, or if you want someone to send you some cryptocurrencies, then yes, you will need a crypto wallet. That's for sure. You can't receive cryptocurrencies without a wallet. So that's mandatory. Next question is, what is an address? So an address is often related to wallets, and we call it also a public address or a public key. Address, public key, it's all the same, and it's basically like an IBAN or a SWIFT number. That's your account number, your crypto account number. So in regular traditional bank system, you have an IBAN, and if I want to make a bank transfer to you, I will need that number, that bank account number, to make the transfer. In the Bitcoin system or cryptocurrencies, you do not have any bank. So the only way to know, okay, to which account I should send it, it's by using an address, and that's what is it. And again, I repeat, we can have address, public address, it's the same thing, okay? Next question, does my address change each time? So it's also a good question. Addresses are valid indefinitely, or do I need to recreate it every time I want to receive some cryptocurrencies? So no, you do not have to create a new address every time. It's like an IBAN or your regular bank account. As long as you don't close it, the address or the account number is valid for life, so you don't have to change every time. Of course, you can change if you want, the same as you can have different bank accounts within the same bank. You can have a saving account and like a regular check account, and these will have different account numbers but within the same entity. So it's the same with wallets. You can have different addresses within the same wallet, but it's really up to you. In any case, the address numbers, they are valid for life. So next question, how does it work? So I will give you two answers. The first one is a very simple version. An address or the wallet is the way you can store cryptocurrencies and send them to someone. So that's what it's used for, and that's how it works. So if you want me tomorrow to send you some cryptocurrencies, let's say 1 Bitcoin, you will need to send me your wallet number. Okay, so it's a series of numbers and letters, all right, and that's unique to you. So you send me this wallet address, I enter it on my wallet, and I will be able to send you this money. The same as if you want to send me tomorrow some cryptocurrencies, I will have to send you first my wallet number so that you know simply where to send the money. It's that simple. So that's the simple version. The advanced version and understanding of the crypto wallet is that when a transaction is made, is performed, what's happening is that you have an electronic signature which is generated during the transfer or when the transfer is made. So it means that if I send you 1 Bitcoin tomorrow, it will be like a fingerprint, okay? It's a digital fingerprint saying that it comes from this wallet or bank account, wallet account, and it's sent to your wallet account. So if I'm trying to pay for something illegal and then I'm caught, I can't say, no, it's not from me, it was falsified. It's not possible. That's why it's all based on cryptography, cryptocurrency, cryptography. That's all these things that make the transaction secure and you can't cheat the system. And so that's the role as well of a cryptocurrency wallet, to encrypt the transactions, put some electronic signature, and then broadcast the transaction to the network, and then have all this validation thing that happened before you actually receive the Bitcoin. Next question. Are there different types or several types of wallets, and are they all the same? So the second question is kind of answering the first question. Yes, there are different types of wallets, so no, they are not all the same. So the usage and the choice of a wallet is going to depend on what exactly you want to do with it. So if you want to keep some cryptocurrencies in one place for a long time and you don't really need to use them or send them, exchange them quite often, then you will need a certain type of wallet. At least you will not need, but a certain type will be okay for you. But if you want to be more active, send, receive, send all the time, you will need maybe something more flexible in terms of time to exchange, etc. Because if you need 10 minutes to make one transaction and you have 10 to make per day, you understand that it's going to be problematic. So it will be based on what you need, and to choose what's the best wallet. Actually, we've made another video, and I'll send you the link. I'll put the link in description, and you will be able to figure out based on your own usage what's the best wallet for you. Now I've decided to explain what are those kind of wallets, because actually they are not all the same. So I categorized them into 3 different ways. Okay, the first one is hot and cold wallet. The second way is virtual or physical, and the third way is single active single assets and multi-asset wallets. Okay, so let's start with the first category or the first type, let's say. So the hot wallets, they are permanently connected on the internet. That's how you recognize hot or cold. Hot wallet, they are connected on the internet. So the cold one, it's the exact opposite. So they didn't think too much about that. It's very simple. Cold wallet, not connected to the internet. Okay, so concretely, this is a Ledger wallet, and it's not connected on the internet. It's not connected to Wi-Fi. It's not connected to anything. So we can consider it as a cold wallet. Now, the second type of wallet of category is the virtual wallets. Virtual against physical or hardware wallets. So the virtual wallets, they are wallets that can be installed on a computer or on a phone. Okay, so it's very simple. It's an application basically, and that differs from the physical wallets. So the one I've just shown you. So Ledger is one physical or hardware wallet. This one is KeepKey. It's the same. It's another kind of a physical wallet, and you understand the difference. One, you can hold it in your hand. It's physical. It's a hardware, and the other one is an application. So it's a software. So that's the main difference between two. And the same in the other video, I will show you exactly the difference between them and which one is better for you, etc. The last category, the third category, is the difference between single assets and multi-assets wallets. So some wallets, they can only contain one type of cryptocurrency. For example, the Trinity wallet is a wallet to hold the cryptocurrency IOTA, and this can be installed on a computer, but you will only be able to send IOTA on this wallet. There's another type of wallet, which is, for example, Exodus, which is also software. So you can have different types of cryptocurrencies, but remember, you will need anyway one wallet address per cryptocurrency. So if you have some Bitcoin, you will need one wallet address. If you want some Litecoin or to send or receive, you will need another type of address for Litecoin, but all this will be managed within the same application. For example, Exodus. It's the same with those ledger. I show you one more time, but you can store many types of cryptocurrencies. So it's more interesting to hold this type of a key or software or wallet instead of having like one file or one key or one application per wallet, per cryptocurrencies. But it's possible. You do whatever you want in the end, but it's up to you to decide what's better for you. Next question: what are the types of hot crypto wallets? So we spoke about hot and cold, and let's start now to dig into the hot wallets. So the first type, there will be, in my opinion, 3 types. So I know it's like an arborescence and it's a bit difficult to follow everything. So that's why we broke it down into such topics like that. But the very first thing is the exchange platforms. Okay, so there are platforms on which you can send some fiat currency. So fiat, it's pound, euro, dollar, like the regular currencies, and you can send them to a platform to exchange them into cryptocurrencies or to exchange cryptocurrencies into fiat money. Okay, and those platforms, they are like Kraken, Binance, Bitfinex, Bittrex. They are all these kind of platforms that you may have heard about. So that's the first type of hot wallet. And why it's hot? Well, simply because it's an online platform. So obviously hot, you remember, it's connected to the internet, and because it's a platform on the internet, it's obviously a hot wallet. The second type of a hot wallet is the software wallet. So I told you quickly about it. Exodus is one software wallet, so our application is the same. So the one you can install on a computer or on your phone, and that's only electronic. Okay, and that's the second type of applications. And you also have atomic wallet, and you have also some core wallets, electrum wallets. That's a bit what I was telling you about IOTA, the IOTA wallet, which is an application, and it's only for one cryptocurrencies. Okay. The third type of hot wallet is what I would call the extensions for browsers. So browsers like Google Chrome, Firefox, and the problem with this, so they are very safe if they are legitimate. That's the problem, that if they are legit, because there are lots of fake developers, like hackers or like thieves or whatever you call them, who are developing some fake extensions, and basically they pretend being the official manufacturer. For example, Ledger. So Ledger, they have this physical key, and they pretended having an extension, not Ledger, the hackers. They pretended having built an extension for Ledger on which you can enter your data, your secret keys, your secret data to send transactions. And basically, well, it was all fake. So the people didn't know about it. They thought it was the real manufacturer who made this extension and launched it. And they put their details about their own cryptocurrencies and their secret details, and they got their money stolen like that. So be very careful with extensions. I'm not saying they are bad, but there are lots of them that are fake, and at the very beginning they look very good, like any kind of fake thing. It looks good, but in the end it's a fake. So be very careful with that. Okay, so we saw what are the hot wallets that are available and what kind of hot wallets you have. And now we're gonna check what type of cold crypto wallets we have. So there would be two types according to me. The first type is the hardware wallet. Again, I'm showing you. This is hardware. It's something that you can hold in your hand. So those one, they are not expensive, but you need to pay for them, of course, because they are like physical wallets. And then you have the paper wallets. And the paper wallets, they are exactly what you think it can be. It's a paper. It's a paper on which all your details, your private details, are written. So obviously you need to keep this paper secret, because anyone who can find it, this paper, can steal the money thanks to the details on the paper. And also the problem with those wallets, paper wallet, is that well, because it's with some ink can go, the paper, you can lose it, it can burn if your house is burning. So there are different solutions, and now we see some steel paper wallet. So it's the same as paper, but it's with metal. So obviously it's more difficult to burn it. It's actually impossible to burn. They are fire resistant, heat resistant, and everything. So that's the way it works. But obviously, remember, if a transaction is made using internet, so if you have a piece of paper or a piece of metal, you will still need at some point to connect it to the internet. But only at that time there might be a risk, but still they are extremely safe, those paper wallets, but they are not super convenient to use. So that's why now you have the hardware wallets, like those Ledger, KeepKeys, and many others that are a bit more flexible and more interesting to use. Next question: can we put any crypto on a wallet? So we saw it a bit earlier. You have single asset cryptocurrencies and multi-asset cryptocurrencies. So you can't put different crypto on the same crypto account, but you can put different types of cryptocurrencies in the same wallet. So remember, you can have Exodus. Let's take on Exodus, but it's same with Ledger and everything. Exodus, you would have a Bitcoin account within Exodus, so a line with a Bitcoin, a line with a Litecoin, a line with many currencies. So with only this wallet, you can manage like 20, 50, I don't know how many currencies, like a lot of them, maybe even 100. So you don't need to have 20 kinds of crypto wallet. You can have one and manage most of the main currencies with one. But of course, in terms of security, well, it's better to put your funds in different wallets, even different types of wallet. Like that, one day, if we discover that something can be hacked and nobody knew before, at least you are safer. At least, it's just diversification of the risk. So we invite you, and I invite you not to store all your money on one single account. Well, it depends, of course, as well how much money you hold. If you have not a very high amount, it can be okay. But if you start having like higher amounts, it's better to be safe all the time and have different accounts. That's important. Different wallets. Next question: is the creation of a wallet anonymous? So it's a good question, and the short answer is generally yes. So if you use a hardware wallet, or if you use the software wallet, then no one is asking you for any detail. You don't have any account to create, you don't have your email to leave. The only thing that you do is you create a password. That's the only thing. There's no personal detail, so it's absolutely anonymous. But if you want to use, for example, an exchange like Kraken, Bitfinex, etc., you will need to provide your details, because so there are two kinds actually. The first kind is that you do not provide any details apart from like the account creation, like email and password, but then you are only allowed to exchange and trade cryptocurrencies. So if you want to exchange them against some euros, some dollars, or some pounds, it's not going to be possible, and you will not be allowed to withdraw this fiat money. Remember, fiat is like euro, dollars, etc. You will be able to withdraw some cryptocurrencies from the exchange, like for example from the exchange to Exodus, it will be possible to send from Exodus to the exchange will be possible. But if you want to send the money out of the exchange to your physical bank account, regular bank account, Barclays or whatever, then it's not gonna be possible. You will need to get your account verified, and that's because of anti-money laundering system. So you will need to tell your identity, send your passport, invoices, and or not invoices, but utility bills and everything. So you will need this in order to be able to withdraw some money, or even to send some fiat money, euros, dollars, to the platform. So it's not anonymous any longer, but it's for security reason and to match the new regulations that are released from time to time by the governments. Is it free to create a wallet? Another good question. Yes, it's free. It's free. Like if you want to create an account on Kraken or download Exodus or anything, then it's free. But obviously, if you have a wallet in that kind, obviously you need to pay for it because it's physical, so it's built with materials. So those ones are not free. And to give you an idea, it ranges between $30 to $150, depending on what type of service comes with the wallet, how many currencies you can store on it, different types or kinds of currencies you can store. So there are different prices, but yeah, from let's say $30-$50 to $150 for a physical hardware wallet. Another interesting question is it free to send some cryptos from a wallet? So no, it's not free, because when you send some money to someone, you will have some transaction fees. They are very small, they are very low compared like with traditional bank system where you would pay a percentage of what you send. In the Bitcoin system or cryptocurrencies, if you send 1 Bitcoin or 10,000 Bitcoins, it will be the same fee. And the fee, by the way, go to the fees go to the cryptocurrency miners, and the miners, they are the guys with the mining machines who are validating the transaction. So it's not free, but it's very, very small. And on top of that, on some wallets, you can change the fee. So if you put a higher fee, you can decide, okay? So in general, it's like quite cheap, like 30 cents or something like that. But you can decide to pay more. And why you would pay more? Like to get your transaction verified faster. And verified faster means that if you need to send it to someone, it will be sent and validated much faster, because there's no bank. Remember, there's no bank in Bitcoin. And if there's no bank, it's the miners who are verifying the transaction. That's the process of mining. And the miners, they are going to validate the transactions with the highest fees. So if the market is not cluttered with transactions, then you can put a very small transaction, and like that, transaction fee, and like this, it will be very cheap to send your transactions. But if you put a higher fee, it will be even faster. So it depends on you and what you want to do. So on some wallets you can configure that, and on some exchanges like the platforms I was telling you, you cannot change that. In general, the exchange decides for you how much you're gonna pay, and sometimes you end up paying a very high fee because there's too many transactions that are not validated by miners, because there's not enough miners to validate the transactions. And well, you need to wait or to pay even more to get your transaction as a priority to be validated. But apart from that, there's no other fees. Next question, very interesting. What happens if I can no longer access my crypto wallet? It's a very good question. When you get a wallet, so whether it's a hardware wallet or if it's a software wallet, you will be given a seed, a kind of security key. It's generally a list of words, like 12 words or 24 words, that are generated automatically by the application or by the hardware software, the software running the hardware. And what's happening is that you must keep this key private and secure somewhere. So if someday you have a ledger like this, okay, you have the ledger, you receive it, you have a list of 24 words to keep secret, and you lose it. If you have the 24 words, you can buy another key, connect it to your computer with the software that goes with the hardware, and you will be able to type your 24 words and get back all the money that was on the previous key. And obviously, if the person finds the previous key, is not going to be able to use it, or finds or steal. Huh? It's another way of finding. But it's the same as well for Exodus or any software wallet. So they will come with a series of numbers or words, and you need to keep them secret. And the day you lose your phone, your computer, or whatever, you reinstall on a new device the software, and you type your secret words, and it's all good. But if you didn't do that before losing the access to your key or to your software, well, you're screwed, basically. And that's the point of the security. And because there's no bank, there's no one you can come and cry, oh, I lost my thing. And so you are responsible for all the things you do with your cryptocurrencies, and one of them is to keep your keys, your security key, and those words, those secret words, secret, and not to give that to anyone. The last question, which is maybe the most asked question, is which wallet is the best wallet? So it's a big question, and of course I'm not going to answer this question in this video, otherwise it's going to be a half an hour longer. So we've made another video to answer this question, and like this you can find the link in description and check this video. But it was important first to understand what was the concept, what kind of crypto wallet exists, etc. So as a conclusion, I hope that it was clear for you now what are the crypto wallets, which one you should use or not use, and the difference between all of them. If you liked the video, of course, well, subscribe and consider putting a thumb up to help spread the word about this channel. Leave a comment as well if you already use some cryptocurrency wallets, because like that, well, we will know what is the best one for you, and it's very interesting to know. And also put why you like this type of wallet. You can also download my book. It's 100% free, and I give you 7 good reasons why Bitcoin price can be multiplied by 10 by 2025. So the link is also in the description. This was Matt. See you soon, and I wish you some very good investment in cryptocurrencies. Ciao!